Whoa! Hey, how's it going? How you guys all doing today? So today, I thought I would cramp up my hand. Oh, fuck. Okay. Why? Hello. How you guys doing? Hope the guys are doing well. Okay. Well, anyways, today I wanted to do a video about erasing and erasers and stuff like that. So I got stuff. All right, let's do this. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing about erasers, is that it's not just a tool to go and erase over some, like a mistake that you made. It's a tool to carve out highlights and stuff like that. So if you look at your artwork as kind of like clay, where you're gradually, like, you know, sculpting out and carving into the form to bring out the shape that you want, it's kind of like that. So without further ado, I got a nose here. Blah! Okay. So with that nose, here's one of the things is that you got you know, like the stereotypical erasers that people think of. Sometimes it's like, you know, you have the pink pet, the kneaded eraser and stuff like that. But what I found out with those is that sometimes the eraser pills up and then it gets ground back into the artwork and it becomes like a permanent smear, and that's no good. So I don't use those, but you know, if you want to, that's totally cool, but I don't. So let's take that out of there and let's okay, and then now I'll show you what I use. What I've discovered is a eraser core pencil type of thing. And these come from Faber-Castell. You can pick them up at like Michael's, use a coupon, get 40% off. It's like $9 for 2 of them, but this is what I use. And what I do is I get like a little box cutter and I sharpen both sides. That way also I can get various degrees of sharpness to my eraser. And that's what I do. I also use this. It is called a Mono Zero eraser, and it gets this really nice blade type of eraser that you use to just cut things out, and that's really good for doing fur textures and stuff like that. They sell those at Blick Art Supply Studios. These are the replacement erasers and such, and so you can get some that are either that rectangular shape, or you can get them that are just like this little round point. And then my favorite though is Big Bertha here. This is the electric eraser sort of thing, and those you can pick up, you know, in a lot of places. I got mine at Blick's, and you can get replacement erasers as well. You just need a couple of AA batteries. It's only just kind of freaky when you're carrying this thing around and something nudges up against it and just starts going, oh no, my batteries are out! Oh no! Alright, crisis averted. New batteries. So it has this little thing there, and yeah, check that out. But I mean, you know, imagine that your art supplies get kind of pushed together and it just kind of does that on its own, which is why it probably ran out of battery power in the first place. So you kind of have to either take the batteries out or find some sort of like containment unit for this thing. But at any rate, we got this nose here, and highlights are always good. For this part right here. So I just, you know, have this eraser core pencil, and it allows me to be really nicely precise. I use a brush to clear that off, because I don't want to use my fingers and have the oils smudge everything. So this is really nice. Plus it makes you feel like an archaeologist, and you know. Anyways, so yeah, but you can still tell that there's some pencil that's left behind. So if you really want to get that spot shine, this is the best thing ever. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's a difference there. And so let's show some more examples, okay? All right. One of the things that erasing is really good for is when you're doing fur texture. And so I'm going to draw this tail here Okay, just real quick tail. And what I'm going to do is what I always do for how I draw tails is I take my finger. So anyways, okay, cool. So you already have kind of some fur texture there anyways, which is awesome. But let's say you want to get some better fur texture going or whatever, or more highlights, or you got something specific. What I do is, again, I got this pencil eraser right here, and I just pick out like dashes in the tail, and you can see there they are. And then what you can do is go over with your pencil, and you're basically helping define the wedge shape of the eraser that you did. It helps it stand out more. But let's go over this again and show you different erasers and what they can do. So the Mono Zero that has the little wedge shape, I just go back and forth, whatever, just like that. Archaeologist, and you can see these real intense cuts, and then you just take your pencil and you just slightly darken next to the slashes of eraser that you put in there, and it helps it stand out again. Let's do another eraser. Let's use this electric eraser. Now this thing, it's got momentum, so when you put it down, it wants to take off. So you really have to be, you know, kind of, you have to have a little bit more control over this. Now, you can see there's different widths and such, and sometimes that'll have a better, more random feeling to it. It's just one of those things where, like anything, you just need to play around with it, get your feel, get your mojo, or your, you know, groove, or whatever you want to call it. You know, you just got to work with different things, and yeah, you know, you just find your way, man. You know, just keep at it, play around with what you're doing, have fun. That's the important thing. Have fun. Damn it. You know, just enjoy yourself, try things out, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, you know, hey, that's art for you anyways. You're not, you know, yeah. Anyway. One other real quick lesson is I'm going to draw this knee right here, you know, and what I feel that the electric eraser has for its strong point is being able to do this spot shine sort of effect. And for me, I love me a good spot shine. Like, you know, you can have... using all these together, it's like you can have different types of highlights that your eraser can give you, you know. And I don't know if this is really coming out or not, but you know, kneecaps are infamous for having spot shine on it, you know, other parts of the body too, but we're gonna do a knee because that's knee rated. Anyways, so yeah, using this spot shine, it's all where you, depends on where you put that spot shine, you know, but this does a real nice job. Now I'm just doing it lightly there. But yeah, I don't know if that really works for you or not. But I mean, you know, again, these are just the techniques that I've come across semi-recently too. Like back in the day, I used to just use a disposable Bic pencil and the eraser that came with it, and that was it. But again, you can see where it grinds into the eraser and then it pushes it back into the paper, and that's just bad. See, you can see how that right there, that just showed right up. And that looks like nothing, you know, potentially to you, but when you're trying to be real intricate with details and stuff, that can just ruin your day, you know, if you get eraser pigment pushed right back in the paper, because that just won't come out. Anyways, I think that's it for this lesson.
Oh boy, yeah! We did it!
Okie dokie, so that wraps it up for this one. Also, I'd like to say, you know, hey, if you want to help support me making these videos, I know they're like crappy and low budget, but honestly, please consider my Patreon. Every little bit helps, and thank you to everyone who's been supporting me on that. I can't do this without you guys. A special shout out to the $10 Nut Pledgers, Maho, ChristiCalico, Kailys, Woofle, Tygon, LoboDiablo, Dawnwolf, Growlph, Bix, Stripey, and Bunny Brewster. But thank you to everybody, and thank you for watching this. I hope you have a great one. See you later, next video. Bye!
Grrrwolf.